I don't know. I didn't do that. Unless it's already up. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritta Naram Chaiva Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudira Shrantam Sakta Krishna Punya Shabanakirta Nidantasto hi Bhadrani Vidanuti Sarvisatam Nashtaprayashu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavate Uttam Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtegi Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyanjana Shlakya Chakshunmaltam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamai Dadati Swapadantika Vandeham Shri Guru Shidpat Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shashi Rupam Savidatam Sagan Raghunathantam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadhutam Pavijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagan Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shahe Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Sri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuveva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langate girim yatkipatam bande Sri Gurudin Dharna Mukhavitwakariyan Sabharasmane Panguvi Langi Andhate Ketaragni Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishna Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya.
Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govinda.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone. That was what a great participation. We are few, but I think our voice did reach the Vaikuntha. It had to. The devotees were singing with so much ecstasy and heart. So we have done. How do I get this up? Come on, go up. So we did up to verse number 25. Can somebody summarize what did we do in verse 25? What did we speak about? What was verse 25? You can look at the book.
It says that it is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body.
So what is the verse?
Immutable, inconceivable.
What is the verse?
What? Oh, the verse?
Yes.
It says, Avyakto I am, Achinto I am,
Avikaryo
Avikaryo I am,
Uchyate
Tasmat
Evam Viditvanam Nanu Shochitam Arhasi. Correct. So up till now, what Krishna has done is told Arjun all about the qualities of the soul. As I said, from 23 to 25, especially those three verses, qualities of the soul. Enough he has talked about the soul. There is more to come, but in different relevance. Now, from today, from this verse onwards, Krishna is saying, I have given you my viewpoint. Arjun, you are in knowledge of the soul. You have been given one viewpoint, which is the right viewpoint. Now I'll give you other viewpoints also. But Krishna, why are you going to give me other viewpoints also? If you have already spoken the right viewpoint, a right description of the Atma, why would you give me the logic of others who may not be right? Why do you think Krishna will be giving him additional information than the already given correct information?
The Lord is trying to give Arjuna all information from both sides so that he can make his decision. Choice.
Very good. Very, very close. Have you played chess?
Yeah.
Have you played chess? Never. You played chess? You know what checkmate is? Checkmate is when you trap the king of the opposing side from all sides, and that king has no move to make anywhere. You're stuck. Now, this is what Krishna is doing to Arjun. He's checkmating him. He has given him the right viewpoint and says, you have no escape. Soul is permanent. Your teachers whom you're going to kill are permanent. You will only be killing their bodies. Therefore, nothing to worry. The soul is permanent. Now he is giving him the other viewpoint of others, and he's going to checkmate it, saying, even if you try this way, you still fail. So you better accept. So what is the viewpoint other than the right viewpoint? So please repeat after me. Ath chayanam nityajatam. Ath chayanam nityajatam. Nityam va manyate mritam. Nityam va manyase mritam. Tathapi tvam mahabaho. Tathapi tvam mahabaho. नैनम शोचितम अर्हसि. नैनम शोचितम अर्हसि. अथ चैनम नित्यजातम. नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्. तथापि त्वं महाबाहो. नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं. नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्. तथापि त्वं महाबाहो. नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. प्रभु जी.
अथ चैनं नित्यजातं
अथ चैनं नित्यजातं.
नित्यं वा मनसे मृतं
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्.
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो.
शोचितमर्हसि
नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं. नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्. तथापि त्वं महाबाहो. नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. माताजी. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं. नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्. तथापि त्वं महाबाहो. नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. अथ माताजी. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं. नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्. तथापि त्वं महाबाहो. नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. Anyone online would like to try? Anyone online?
Yes, I can try.
Oh, your voice is not reaching. 1 minute. I will just sort this out. Just 1 sec. Yeah, try now.
Yes, I can try. My voice is coming?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं.
अथ चैनं नित्यजातं.
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्.
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्.
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो.
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो.
नैनं शोचितुम् अर्हसि.
नैनं शोचितम् अर्हसि. Thank you very much. Word for word. Atha. If, however. Cha. Also. Enam. This soul. Nityajatam. Always born. Nityam, forever. Va, either. Manyase, you so think. Mritam, dead. Tathapi, still. Tvam, you. Mahabaho, O mighty armed one. Na, never. Enam, about the soul. Shochitam, to lament. Arhasi, deserve. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai. Please repeat after me. If, however, you think that the soul or the symptoms of life will always be born and die forever, you still have no reason to lament, O mighty armed. So that's wonderfully describing. If, however, you think that the soul or the symptom of life will always be born and die forever, Arjun was always saying, I'll definitely kill something, somebody. I'll lose the form that I see. And Krishna says, if you think that you're actually killing the soul or that symptom of life, then you should be aware by that formula, the soul is born, it will die, it will be born, die. So if it dies now, it will be born again. So what's there to worry? And as far as you are concerned, Arjun, if you think you die forever, you are under the impression that I'll be carrying some sinful reactions by killing my gurus. Don't worry. If you die forever. Your sins die with you. Therefore, you yourself don't have to worry of any sinful reactions. So if that is the case, then go ahead, do the sinful act. Your sins will die with you, and one day you will be dying. So let's have a look at the translation through this. So as I said, Krishna is thinking, I've just so far, so he's explaining to Arjun through the worldly point of view. Oops. We've done that. Hindi. Prabhu, do you want to read the translation, please?
किंतु यदि तुम यह सोचते हो कि आत्मा अथवा जीवन का लक्षण सदा जन्म लेता है तथा सदा मरता है तो भी है, हे महाबाहु, तुम्हारे शोक करने का कोई कारण नहीं है।
Right. So the purport. There is always a class of philosophers almost akin to the Buddhists. Akin means? Yeah. Like. Thank you. Akin to the Buddhists, who do not believe in the separate existence of the soul beyond the body. I repeat, there is always a class. There's something we need to understand about Buddhism here. There's always a class of philosophers, something like Buddhists, who do not believe in the separate existence of the soul beyond the body. Are Buddhists theists or atheists? क्या बुद्धिस्ट लोगों को धर्म का अनुयायी माना जाता है या अधर्मी माना जाता है? Are Buddhists theists? Do they believe in God or do they not believe in? Are they theists or atheists? What do you think?
I think they are a bit atheists.
They are
Because
atheists.
they believe in soul, which is spiritual, no? It's a constituent of super soul. Then yeah.
Okay, so where is the description of the soul? You're very close to the answer, actually, the actual answer. Where is the description of the soul given? In what scriptures? And Vedas? Vedas sarve Ram Vedyo. So Vedas are the first truth. The description in our scriptures as to who is a believer and who is a non-believer is as per the following of the Vedas. If a sect follows the Vedas, they are called theists. If the sect does not follow the Vedas, they are called atheists. And Buddhists do not follow our Vedas. There was a purpose behind it, why Buddha did it, but in a nutshell, Buddhists do not follow our Vedas. They say these Vedas are superfluous. Okay, and we'll see the description. Who are the other ones similar to them? No, Mayavadi is an overarching title. Within them, there are names of these sects. Buddhism is one of them. Or very close, similar to Buddhism, they always have a mask on their nose. You have that kind of food in the airlines. When you book your vegetarian food, what do you say? Thank you. Jains. And who's the third one? Who don't believe in Vedas as a scripture. That's why they're called atheists, or atheists.
Is it Punjabis because they believe in Grant? No, not really. Oh, sorry.
You can still say that. The Charavaks. Charavaks. I'll show you the screen. Wait. Charavaks are those who say, if you get ghee, drink plenty of ghee. If you have to borrow, enjoy your life, and then you die. And there's nothing after death. Chapter 16 also has a description, slight description of Charavaks. Anyway, let's go. I'll show you on the slides. There is always a class of philosophers almost akin to the Buddhists who do not believe in the separate existence of the soul beyond the body. You know what Buddhists believe? This body itself is a soul.
What is the soul?
This is the soul. This is everything.
It is a big thing.
And Krishna is telling Arjun, if you think the Buddhist way, this is the soul. This dies. If this dies, your sins die forever. So do the sinful act. Go kill your teacher. When Lord spoke the Bhagavad Gita, it appears that such philosophers existed. Can you believe that? Even during Krishna's time, such philosophies were existing. And they were known as Lokayatikas and Vaibhashikas. Strange names now. Have you heard of them before? Lokayatikas and... No? Vaibhashikas. I'll explain to you. Such philosophers maintain that life symptoms take place at a certain mature condition of the material combination. Repeat. Such philosophers maintain, what do they think? That life symptoms take place. That the life symptoms, all of a sudden, you become life, full of life. Till then you were a dead matter. Life symptoms take place at a certain mature condition of material combination. Matter is dead, actually. Matter is dead. And there, these atheists, these sects believe that this combination of chemicals at a certain stage of their combination brings about the symptoms of life all of a sudden. That's their thought process. The modern material scientists and materialist philosophers also think similarly. According to them, the body is a combination of physical elements, and at a certain stage, the life symptoms develop by interaction of physical and chemical elements. Have you seen, if you, I mean, at least you have seen in the maybe advertisements somewhere, you have a bottle of, say, beer, for example. And then there's a slight shaking, and all of a sudden you see the bubbles coming up, right? So if it's sealed, you don't see that, right? But at a certain stage, the slight movement, you'll see as if there's a life in the liquid. This is how they think. When the chemicals meet, at a certain stage, there comes a life out of it, suddenly. The science of anthropology is based on this philosophy. Currently, such pseudo religions, not the real religions, pseudo religions now becoming fashionable in America, are also adhering to this philosophy, as are the nihilistic, non devotional Buddhist sects. Even if Arjun did not believe in the existence of soul, so I said, now Krishna is giving him another angle to checkmate him, to trap him. So even if Arjun did not believe in the existence of soul, as in the Vibhashika philosophy, and we'll just see what is Vibhashika. It's one of the sects of Buddhism. Buddhism has got 4 divisions. This is one of those. As in the Vibhashika philosophy, there would still have been no cause for lamentation. Oh Arjun, if you don't believe in the existence of soul, still you should not be crying. No one laments the loss of a certain bulk of chemicals and stops discharging his prescribed duty. If you think, Arjun, that these are all, your gurus are nothing but a bunch of chemicals, why should you be crying when you hit a bunch of chemicals? On the other hand, in modern science and scientific warfare, so many tons of chemicals are wasted for achieving victory over the enemy. So you're already, in this word, using chemicals, isn't it, for warfare? And if you're throwing so much chemicals, you're not crying about it. Then why are you crying in killing a lump of chemical, which is what your gurus are, as per your thought? If you don't believe they have a soul, then they are full of chemicals, nothing else. According to the Vaibhashika philosophy, the so-called soul or Atma vanishes along with the deterioration of the body. The so-called soul or Atma vanishes along with the deterioration of the body. So, in any case, whether Arjun accepted the Vedic conclusion that there is an atomic soul or he did not believe in the existence of the soul, he has no reason to lament. According to this theory, since there are so many living entities generating out of the matter every moment, and so many of them are being vanquished every moment, there is no need to grieve for such incidents. Basically, Arjun is being told, if you do not believe in soul, if you do not believe in that symptom of life which all of us have, which is what I have described you, all the qualities, it cannot be burned, it cannot be this, it cannot be dried. If you don't believe that item exists in humans or in all living entities, then we are all a bunch of chemicals. In a nutshell, that's what Krishna is saying. And even if you think you are doing sinful act, you're also a bunch of chemical. And you will die one day. And your sins will die with you. And when you kill somebody else, they one day have to die anyway. It's chemical. If there were no rebirth for the soul, Arjun had no reason to be afraid of being affected by sinful reactions due to his killing his grandfathers and teachers. Very simple. If there were no rebirth, Arjun had no reason to be afraid. But at the same time, Krishna sarcastically addresses Arjuna as Mahabahu. If you look at the last word of the verse, he says the word Mahabahu. So Krishna is being sarcastic when he says Mahabahu. Mahabahu, mighty arm. So why, when Krishna is explaining the knowledge of soul, which has nothing to do with the physical strength, why is he calling him Mahabahu? There's explanation here. Krishna sarcastically addresses Arjuna as Mahabahu, mighty armed, because he, Krishna, at least did not accept the theory of the Vaibhashikas. Sorry, he means here Arjun. My apologies. Because he at least did not accept the theory of Vaibhashikas, and which leaves aside the Vedic wisdom. What the meaning of this sentence is that Arjun did not completely sway towards the side of those who do not believe in the existence of soul at all. Arjun, you are an Aryan. In first chapter, we did study the word Aryan. What does Aryan mean? भूल गया. Aryan, first chapter, chapter 2, verse number 2. Anaryan Joshtam Aswargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna. What does Aryan mean? Aryan means those who believe in the spiritual life. Okay? They are the more intelligent people. Right. So 2.2. So what Krishna is saying to Arjun is, I am happy that you have not taken the side of those who do not have any faith in the soul. Rather, you are an Aryan, an intelligent class who believe in spirituality. Means there is a spirit soul in each one of us. That's spirituality, to identify us as who we are. So at least you are still on the spiritual side. I appreciate your strength. Despite the existence of certain sects like these, you still stayed on the right side. And it behooved him to continue to follow the principles. Online, would anybody like to read the Hindi translation quickly, please?
Yes, I can. Okay. सदा से दार्शनिकों का एक ऐसा वर्ग चला आ रहा है जो बोधों के ही समान ये नहीं मानता कि शरीर के परे भी आत्मा का स्वतंत्र अस्तित्व है। ऐसा
Right.
प्रतीत होता है कि जब भगवान कृष्ण ने भगवत गीता का उपदेश दिया तो ऐसे दार्शनिक विद्यमान थे और लोकायंतिक तथा वैभाषिक नाम से जाने जाते थे। ऐसे दार्शनिकों का मत है कि जीवन के लक्ष्य भौतिक संयोग की एक परिप्रवस्था में ही घटित होते हैं। आधुनिक भौतिक विज्ञान तथा भौतिकवादी दार्शनिक भी ऐसा ही सोचते हैं। उनके अनुसार शरीर भौतिक तत्वों का संयोग है और एक अवस्था ऐसी आती है जब भौतिक तथा रासायनिक तत्वों के संयोग से जीवन के लक्ष्य विकसित हो उठते हैं। नित्य विज्ञान इसी दर्शन पर आधारित है। संपत्ति अनेक अच धर्म जिनका अमेरिका में प्रचार हो रहा है इसी दर्शन का पालन करते हैं और साथ ही शून्यवादी अभक्त बोधों का अनुसरण करते हैं। यदि अर्जुन को यदि अर्जुन को आत्मा के अस्तित्व में विश्वास नहीं था जैसा कि वैभाषिक दर्शन में होता है तो भी उनके शोक करने का कोई कारण न था। कोई भी मानव थोड़े से रसायनों की क्षति के लिए शोक नहीं करता तथा अपना कर्तव्य पालन नहीं त्याग देता। दूसरी ओर आधुनिक विज्ञान तथा वैज्ञानिक युद्ध में शत्रु पर विजय प्राप्त करने के लिए न जाने कितने टन रसायन फूंक देते हैं। हाँ, वैभाविक दर्शन के अनुसार आत्मा शरीर के क्षय होते ही लुप्त हो जाती है। अतः प्रत्येक दर्शा में चाहे अर्जुन इस वैदिक मान्यता को स्वीकार करता कि अणु आत्मा का अस्तित्व है या कि वह आत्मा के अस्तित्व को स्वीकार नहीं करता, इसके लिए शोक करने का कोई कारण न था। इस सिद्धांत के अनुसार चूंकि पदार्थ में प्रत्येक क्षण असंख्य जीवन उत्पन्न होते हैं और नष्ट होते रहते हैं, अतः ऐसी घटनाओं के लिए शोक करने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है। यदि आत्मा का पुनर्जन्म नहीं होता तो अर्जुन को अपने पिता में तथा गुरु के वध करने की पाप फलों से डरने का कोई कारण न था, किंतु साथ ही कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को व्यंगपूर्ण महाबाहु कहकर संबोधित किया, क्योंकि उसे वेभाष्य सिद्धांत स्वीकार नहीं था। वो वैदिक ज्ञान के प्रतिकूल है। क्षत्रिय होने के नाते अर्जुन का संबंध वैदिक संस्कृति में था और वैदिक सिद्धांतों का पालन करते रहना ही उसके लिए शोभनीय था।
धन्यवाद. Thank you, Ji. Thank you. That's all. So, I'll just explain to you those two terms, those two sects you just saw in the purport. And just listen to this carefully, because whether you do higher level courses like Bhakti Shastri or any others, this will be very handy. Normally, we just read the text, what we have never understood, we just move on. But just get this background right. Indian philosophy has historically composed of 12 schools of thoughts. Indian schools of philosophy. It's based on Astik and Nastik. Astik means those who believe in the authority of the Vedas. And Nastik means those who do not believe in the authority of Vedas. So we don't say Astik or Nastik as per those who believe in the existence of God or those who do not believe in God. As per Vedic knowledge, as for Vedic schools, as for our philosophy, Indian philosophy, Vedic philosophy, one who believes in the authority of Vedas is called Astik. Those who do not believe in the authority of Vedas are Nastik. Each one has got 6 schools underneath it, sub-schools. Okay? So, one example of those who do not believe in Vedas, Buddhists. We just did that, right? Buddhists? Okay. So, what are the 6? If you look at Astik, there are these 6. Mimamsa, Vedanta. These are the ones who believe in the existence of Vedas and follow the Vedas. Their interpretations are all different for all these 6 of them, but they at least follow the Vedas. Mimamsa. Have anybody heard of what is Mimamsa or Karmimamsa? What does Karmimamsa mean? This is a sect of people who believe in Vedas, but they have their own philosophy called Mimamsa. That's how they interpret Vedas. This is the book. I interpret it my way, you interpret your way. So the same Veda, they interpret by Mimamsa. They don't say Krishna is God or supreme. So what is supreme for them? It's very, very important Krishna pastime, which includes Mimamsa. Govardhan Leela. Mimamsa, Karma Mimamsa. As per them, karma is supreme. If you do the karma, you will get result. That's their interpretation of the Vedas. So, for example, when the Govardhan Leela was about to take place, Nand Baba was doing the sacrifice for Indra. Krishna came and intervened. What was Krishna's argument to stop that sacrifice?
Appreciate and with Govardhan, yeah. Prabhuji, he said that it's his responsibility to give rain, whether it be on land or on sea.
You already crossed 50% marks. Good. Keep going.
And there's no need to push, like worship him for that reason. Because
Very good. A link missing. Let me cover that. What it means, Krishna says, if you have done the work, he has to give you rain. If it's duty, he has to do his duty. You have done the karma, you will get the result. What Krishna is saying is, you do not have to specifically worship anyone. You don't have to worship Indra for that. If you've done your job, you should get the results of it. Karma is supreme. What Karma Mimamsa people who believe in Vedas forget is the missing part, that there is Krishna in between. He is the one who is the decider whether to give you the results now or later. That calculation is only with Krishna. But Karma Mimamsa does not believe that. He said, if you've done the karma now, you'll get the results now. No. Okay. So again, there is Sankhya, there's Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika. Vaisheshika is Kannad. They believe in atom as the supreme. Atom is the building block of this material world, and that's about it. That's their philosophy of interpretation of Vedas. Okay. So for us, Vedanta. Who wrote the Vedanta Sutras? Thank you very much. That's the ultimate. So these are the ones, 6, who believe in the authority of Vedas. They may have different outcomes or conclusions drawn, right or wrong, but they at least believe in Vedas. And here are the 3 main who do not believe in the existence of Vedas, or they do not believe in the authority of Vedas. Buddhists, Jains, Charavaks. Okay. Within the Buddhists is Yogacharavad, don't have to remember all this, Madhyamikvad, and what's in your book? Vaibhashik Vad. They have all their slightly different interpretations, whether this whole body is a soul, body and soul are 2 different things, but they both die at the same time. Different. And similarly, when we say Charavaks, they are also known as Lokayatikas. In your book, today we discussed Lokaya. These 2. They are sects of Buddhists, one of them, and the other is the Charavaks, also known as Lokayatikas. They are the ones who do not believe in the authority of the Vedas. Vedon ko nahi mante hain. Unko supreme nahi mante hain. Okay? So the Lokayatas, which is Charavaks, claim that the body is Atma, or the self. This whole body, this is Atma, which is continually born and continually dies. And Vaibhashikas, which is sect of Buddhism, we saw that. Vaibhashikas, up, right? What do they believe? They maintain that the Atma is different from the body. Yes, there are 2 things. See, the Lokayatas was saying that it's one thing. They are saying it's, Vaibhashika say there are 2 different things, but the Atma is different from the body, but is still subject to destruction at every moment. Means dhire dhire, slowly, gradually, even the Atma is degenerating. That's what their philosophy is. In both of these philosophies, there is no next birth and thus no fear of sin continuing into the next life. And there is unavoidable creation and destruction of the self's body, whose very nature is changed. So, Arjun, you should not lament. Soul dies, fine. There's no birth for it. Arjun, do not lament. That's Krishna's main conclusion here. Being a brave Kshatriya, this is your dharma. Krishna is trying to be convincing from every angle, and there are more angles coming. Karma Yoga, Dhyana, all these angles will be coming in as we go on. Krishna wants to make sure he is not forcing Arjun into a decision making. He is giving him all the facts, as much knowledge, and then he will say in chapter 18, Yadachha tatha kuru. As you like, now you do. I have given you all the knowledge. So here, bit by bit, Krishna is taking him through different angles. Now, this is a very nice verse I picked up, and I thought since we are doing verse of the day, this is a relevant one. This is a verse where a dharma of a Kshatriya was described in Bhagavatam. And this is a pastime when Krishna and Rukmini are getting married. So what happened in that pastime? Does anyone remember how it starts? Krishna steals and runs away with Rukmini. What happens after that?
Comes to fight with Krishna.
Rukmini comes to fight, yes. Then
And then I think they defeated me and then
they bound Rukmini. Rukmini ko pakad liya. Yes, they caught hold of Rukmini. Then, but did they not kill him?
Mm.
Why not?
it's not
Not because of this verse.
because very funny, all that.
But why didn't they kill him?
Because his brother, when his brother.
So, isn't it a Kshatriya's dharma to kill? Because Rukmini begged for it. She said, he's my brother, please leave him alone. And she was a bride. She's the queen, the main queen. And when she begged, Krishna said, okay, we need to find an alternate way. Do you remember anyone else who was given a similar punishment? Thank you. Hang on. And anyone else? Kanto 4. किसी और को भी ऐसी punishment हुआ है? Anyone else? Shiva, Yagya, Daksha, what happened? Vritrasura, what happened? Was it Vritrasura? Is that the right name for the demon which came out? Vritrasura? Who was on the other side? Who was the chief priest? Bhrigu. Bhrigu Muni. They did the same to him. Half mustache gone. So that was a demon following the Shiva. When Shiva was insulted, so this demon got created and he did all the unwanted things. But what I'm suggesting is, during that time, a punishment like chopping off your hair or making you look funny for a Kshatriya was as good as death. So instead of killing the person, they used to disfigure him. Okay. So when Rukmini requested Krishna, don't kill my brother, he should have been killed, Krishna disfigured him. And Rukmi, the brother, never went back. Wherever he was, he stationed himself there. He created the city and he never went back out of shame. However, at that time, now, do you think Krishna did his job as a Kshatriya? Krishna disfigured Rukmi. Did he do his job right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes. And this is what Lord Balram comes at the scene. And Balram suddenly starts preaching. And he uses his preaching to even console Rukmini. Rukmini is feeling bad. She doesn't want to look at her brother. And we are all talking of doing your dharma here. Okay. So let's have a quick look just at the translation part. 1054. Shatyanam ayam dharmaha. It is a Kshatriya dharma. Prajapati vinirmitihi. Prajapati here means the Brahma the Prajapati. He has set up this dharma for the Kshatriyas. Bhrata api. Two words here. Here. Bhrata api. Bhrata means brother. Even though it's your brother, Bhrataram hanyat. And being killed by the brother. Yena ghoratmas tataha. Even though it's abominable. That is the dharma of, even if you have to kill your own brother, this is the dharma of a Kshatriya. अपना भाई भी मारना पड़े तो भी मारना है, ये क्षत्रिय का धर्म है. Translation. Turning to Rukmini, Balaram continued. The code of sacred duty for warriors established by Lord Brahma enjoins that one may have to kill even his own brother. That is indeed a most dreadful law. Meaning is, yes, it's painful. Yes, it's ugly. But the law established is that this must be followed by a Kshatriya, even if it's your own brother. Here, what we have read and where Krishna is leading Arjun is, and this is our take home point, do your duty properly. For a Kshatriya in the Vedic times, it was if you have to kill your own brother, so be it. If you have to kill your own guru, so be it. But do your duty. Similarly, for us in our day-to-day life, we are not being talked of killing. We are not Kshatriyas. When you go for your work, when you have your family, whatever duties you have, please do your duty properly. That's our take-home point. Okay. Thank you very much. Anything you'd like to ask? पूछना चाहते हैं?
What about Indra? He was guru, didn't he?
Sorry?
Indra, did he kill his guru? And then he became a pig in the next life.
I don't think he killed his guru. There was some sin he had committed. I'll have to check Bhagavatam again. It's in the purport actually. Prabhupada has mentioned that Indra had committed a sin. He was told, go and become a pig. For women, yeah. Do you remember that? I'll have to recollect that. I think I'm not sure. No, Gautam was the Ahilya case. That was different. There was another one where he messed around somewhere and he was told, go on this earth and become a pig. And that's when this is an example given to us when we come to this material world, how badly engrossed we get. He is a king of heaven. And after a certain period, he has a family now, piglets. And when his tenure of prison sentence, his shrap, finishes, he's been told, come back and take over your seat. I don't want to. Why? I'm happy here. I have a family. What will happen to them? Look at my beautiful children. Look what I eat. It's so tasty. So, yeah, you're right. Indra was given a curse, but he didn't want to go back. We are all cursed to be here. But we are in the nascence. There are 5 kinds of nascences created. 5 तरह की ये भूल भुलैया में बनाया जाता है इस भौतिक जगत को. And all these 5 keep us very badly here. Tamas, Andhatamas, Moh, Mahamoh, and there's one more. Tamas, Andhatamas, Moh, Mahamoh, and there are 5 of them. All these 5 act on us as soon as our soul comes into this material world. No, Moh, Mahamoh. Sorry, Tamas, Moh, Mahamoh, Tamishra, Andhatamishra. So Tamo, Mahatamo is not there. Tamas means ignorance. Tamsik. Tamas. Moh. Moh means I'm this body. Mahamoh. Mahamoh means this is my family. My children, my family. So extended. Tamishra and Andhatamishra. Tamishra is that I will lose everything of what I have. There's a fear. Whatever I have collected, it will be stolen away. So like this, we are always in anxiety because of the ignorances. We don't belong here. Like Indra said, I belong here. I'm happy. Similarly, somehow, for that small happiness in this material world, 2 drops of honey, we say, "Main bada khush hu yahan. I'm very happy here." No, that's a curse. So do your duties.
Of how we don't think of all these emotions. We don't have, we try to, all these emotions and go up.
If you think you are no, you should always have emotions. Remember, the more bhakti you do, the more emotion you have. Okay. And emotion means, for example, you should have emotion for another devotee. When it comes to those who are jnanis, who are doing the Sankhya, who are understanding this material world and the 23 elements of it or 24 elements of it, the more they study that, the more hard-hearted they can become. But for a devotee, the more you do devotional service, the softer you become. That's the difference. Okay. Online, is there any question? Okay. So
No,
next,
thank you.
okay, thank you. So next time when we read the 27th verse. And here the link is, why should one not lament? Extending your point for the next week. Okay. Thank you very much. ग्रंथराज भगवद गीता की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय, जय गौ प्रेमानंदे।
Rama